Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the farm. It is a beautiful day today. It's in the 30s, but there's no wind and a lot of sun. So we're gonna take advantage of this time. We're gonna get a few things done that have been needing to get done. I've got a lot of fences that need to get cleaned up. We've also got a lot more pumpkins from friends and people that watch the channel. We're gonna give some snacks to the pigs. And we've got an update over in the chicken barn as we're getting that ready for our next set of chickens. We'll show you what's going on over there, but let's start by getting some of these fences cleaned up. This is where we had our older group of chickens, and you guys know they're over in the barn right now, and this sometimes happens when I get things moved. I don't quite get everything picked up. We've got one of the houses moved because I had to get a nesting box out because we've got to put another nesting box in the barn for the new set of chickens going in there. But we'll leave this house here for now, get this door closed up. But I've got to get these fences picked up. And as you guys know, these chicken fences are way harder than the pig fences. They're a lot harder because they're 4 feet instead of 18 inches. There's a lot more netting and they're a lot heavier. All right, we've got all 3 fences. We're not going to put them away. We're going to take them over to the barn where we're moving this next group of chickens and get them ready for when we need them. But let's go check out the progress we've made in the barn. Okay, this is where we are going to be having these fences set up. We'll come out the back here. You can see these birds are doing well on this side. I think we'll have an opening right about here and we'll fence off back through here. These fences are for the little piglets that will be moving here shortly. We'll go check out the piglets too. But here's the older flock of chickens. They are doing excellent out here enjoying this sunshine and digging through some leaves. How are you doing? How are you doing? So we'll go in and check out the progress. We've only been working about a day out here. I'm not a contractor or builder by any means, but we get what we need done. So you can see we've had the saw out here. We've started the wall. We got an oversized door. It's almost about 4 feet. We're gonna put the door right here. I've got to mount the nesting box here. We'll knock out a hole somewhere over there. Got to get some roosting bars built, but we're getting close. Here's the other birds. Let's see what we've got for eggs. Actually, this isn't the other birds. This is where they're at, but egg production is doing decent. Obviously, it's down this time of year with a lot less sunlight, but this is the main thing. We're gonna make it pretty simple. I'm just gonna use chicken wire to wall off this corner. I've got to put chicken wire up through here. Like I said, a nesting box mounted in here, and then we'll pretty much be ready to go. Get that door mounted. But we've been working a little bit out here trying to get this ready before it gets too cold. Obviously, a day like today, you think, well, why are you putting them inside? Well, they've got outside access, and today is not how all these days are. Today is beautiful, but we'll have 2 groups of chickens, the older ones that direction, the younger ones out this direction. They'll always have access to outside, but they'll be able to go inside when they want, and we'll also be able to keep their eggs from freezing. So that's the update on the chickens. We'll get the fences dropped off. We've got one more set of fences back in the woods that we need to get cleaned up. All right, back in here. This is where the meat pen was. They're over there. We'll check them out in a minute when we bring some pumpkins out. But there's a couple smaller fences that still need to get cleaned up. It's just the way it is sometimes when I get them moved. I get them moved and take the fences I need. I think there's only one. Yeah, looks like I've only got to get one fence cleaned up. These are the easy ones, the 18 inches high. It's my favorite pig fence. Where is it? Right there. It's the 418-12 hog netting. Super easy to clean up, but if I don't get it today, who knows? If it snows, I'd probably forget it was back here. So let's get this one cleaned up real quick. So much easier. We're gonna go grab some pumpkins, we'll come back and check out these mamas and tell you what Jamie just reminded me of yesterday. Well, believe it or not, it is almost that time. If you're planning on spring litters, you want early spring, it's time to get mamas in with boars. So Jamie was talking to me about it yesterday and I could not believe it was already time. Obviously Cheryl here is not going to be going in. She's got maybe late fall or next spring is when she'll go in, but Connie and Peggy, who's got a face full of pumpkin. Hey Peggy. And also Joyce. Hey Joyce. I know you're all ears and everything. Eyeball deep into that pumpkin. It'll be time to start putting them in with boars again. I could not believe it was already that time, but as you guys know, 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 days, 116 days is their gestation. And so if we want early spring piglets, we are already looking at that time to start putting them in with boars. So that should be coming up here shortly. We haven't decided who's going in with who, but we know that these 3 sows will definitely be heading in for litters very soon. These ones aren't huge, but a couple bite-sized pumpkins. All right, back here with the meaties. Can't forget them, they need a snack as well. Those little ones actually work great. Is that a perfect size for you? Huh? Kind of? We appreciate everyone that's donated pumpkins to the farm. The pigs love them, they're a great snack. Plus they're also a natural dewormer. I'm not saying it's the only thing you can use or should use for deworming, but it's definitely something that definitely helps out there. Let's see if we can break this one open. There we go. There's another one. You guys can get in there and get those seeds and all the pumpkin guts, and the pigs absolutely love them. So we thank all of our friends and viewers that brought us pumpkins. The pigs are definitely enjoying them. Hey. Oh, you're knocking me over, crazy. Little belly rub and down you go. You're not gonna be able to get pumpkins. Oh, you need some pets too. So this is definitely fall when we have all these pumpkins. We've always wanted to grow a bunch of pumpkins. We just haven't got that far in our growing and gardening to do a whole bunch of pumpkins, but anytime you got pumpkins that are uncarved and unpainted, these pigs love them. So thank you guys for all the snacks. The pigs thank you as well. Who wants this one? It's a good piece right there. There you go. Watch out. Let's attempt 2. There we go. Number 3, we cannot forget the mamas who we just weaned. Delilah, to Luis, and Smitten. That one's got some nice insides there. What do you guys think? I know it don't really matter to you, does it? There's Delilah, there's Smitten, to Luis. Now, we're gonna let these ones dry up a little bit. They've been out probably almost a week now. And a lot of people will put their sows right back in because they have a heavy heat cycle right after they wean piglets, and it's a good time for them to get bred again. We'll probably give them a little while longer. Obviously, we're not putting them in yet with boars, but we will be putting these pigs back in with a boar. Now, we're not sure about Smitten. I don't know if you guys noticed that she does have a limp, and we've had it checked out. We've flipped her over and checked her hoof out, and just don't know what is going on with her, but she's had that limp now for, oh gosh, I don't know, a year. Sometimes she walks normal. Other times you'll notice her limping. and we just have not been able to figure it out. Like we said, we've had her checked out, had her foot looked at, so we're not sure what we're gonna do with Smitten as of now, but we do know for sure Luis and Delilah will probably be heading in for some spring piglets, and they have produced great litters, so we're always excited to see what they will produce and who we put them with. So we've got to decide that. Maybe we'll take some of your guys' input on what pigs to put in with what boars this year. And of course we've got Phil and Thistle, and Thistle I don't think has been bred yet, so we may just move Thistle in with another boar, see if that changes anything. Now Thistle has had piglets here and Phil has got pigs bred, so maybe this is just not a good match for the pigs, but we do know that she has had piglets, he has produced piglets, so not sure what the deal has been with these guys. But anyway, we're thinking we might just move Thistle to another boar pen, see if that changes things, and bring in a different sow for Phil and see what he can get done. All right, last but not least, let's check on these piglets. They are just days away from moving out of here and into their new area, which we talked about on last video. And just checking up on these ones that have been castrated. Everyone is healed up just perfectly, and it is amazing how quickly they heal. But here's Delilah's piglets. How's everyone doing out here? Y'all doing good? Huh? Don't give me the side eye trying to pet you. How are you doing? Yeah, they're all doing good. I did tell you we probably castrated 7 to 8 pigs. And like I said, everyone's doing well. You doing all right? All we see is shadow. I gotta get a better picture of you. Is everybody doing okay? Just enjoying the sun. It is a beautiful mid-December day, and cannot complain. There is one pig that we did not castrate just because of how it was turning out. It's tough to castrate them, but you don't want to, you know, there's a lot of good looking boars, but if they're not sold, you don't want to end up with a whole bunch of boars. Let me see if I can find, it's one of these brown ones. I think it's this guy right here. He just reminds me, how are you doing, bud? He just reminds me of Eeyore. Big floppy ears, he's got a good figure, nice legs, and doesn't want to hang out with us. But we did not castrate him because of the potential he had. Not that we want to keep him, but we do have people randomly ask if we have any boars available, and so we just wanted to keep him intact and let him keep growing out. I do love his coloring. He's considered a brown white, but you guys know that the brown turns more into a black as they continue to grow out. Just a super laid back personality, nice square legs, good straight back, and he does not want to be on camera. But we did keep him intact, and just to see, you know, you never know. People ask about boars, and we think he's going to be a good one. He's got a brown wattle and a white wattle too. He's just very unique looking, and so we did keep him intact, and we're excited to see how he grows up. If he ends up staying here, he ends up staying here. So anyway, there he is. Did want to show you guys him. How you doing? How are you doing? Brooklyn and Isaiah got to get out here and socialize you guys a little bit better. But we'll see how he turns out. This was from Smitten's litter. These are Smitten's piglets here. And then we got 2 Luis's 5 over here. And everyone is doing well. Like I said, these guys will be moving out of here into a new area. And we're excited to get them out of here because, like I said, we got spring litters coming. I know it's December, but March is just around the corner, and March is when chickens start. March, April-ish, probably we'll start having litters again. But until then, I'm gonna enjoy no more litters and no more meat chickens. But we've got a couple more projects to finish up. We'll bring you along as we get our young flock moved into the barn. Just wanted to bring you along today and get some of this farm stuff cleaned up, show you some pigs, enjoy this beautiful sunny day. So I hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend. As always, we appreciate you taking the time to follow our journey. We appreciate each and every one of you as you comment. We try to get back to as many of those comments as we can. And just thank you guys for your support. Don't forget to make the change, and we'll see you guys on the next video. You getting enough pumpkin? Huh? Bet you are.